Hi there, everyone. Welcome back to Yakuza Judgment. I really appreciate you guys joining me today, and let's get back into this zany crime drama nonsense. Let's go. Definitely should hit the recording button before we head to the finale. Yeah, I am good. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Gotcha. By the way, I just got a call from Hoshino-kun. Sounded gloomy as hell. Apparently, he wants you to talk to Genda-sensei over at the office when you get a minute.
Oh?
He didn't say what about, though. Anyway, I'm just the messenger. Catch you later.
Alright.
Hoshino-kun said you...
Genda office. Let's go. Genda law. Genda law. Genda law. And away go. I don't want to get in a fight though. I'd rather not. There we go. Cool. That is all sorted. I just had to do something very important. Tell my brother I love him. There we go. Awesome. Done and done. Alright, Hoshino. Genda Law. We're on our way. On our way. On the way. Way. You know what, actually, before we do anything else, I'm just gonna save here. And then quit to the title. And let the game reset itself. Kind of. Because everything's been struggling popping in for a little bit here, and I don't want that happening in the finale. All right. Let's do it. 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 Alright. And I dodged it. Get clapped on. Hey Genda. Hey Kaisha.
You get called in too?
Yep, just walked in.
Is Hoshino-kun not back yet?
Not yet, no. Is something the matter?
No, not really.
He got angry.
Over here, Yagami.
Something you wanted to discuss, Genda-sensei?
No, not me. Him.
Oh, Izumida.
Prosecutor Izumida.
They've got men monitoring every nook and cranny of your agency. Figured it'd be safer to talk here.
Izumida came all the way to Genda's office. To just talk, that means.
More bad news?
Is that how you treat a guest? And no, it's good news.
Guess it can't be all bad.
Ichinose will testify at the trial.
So, you convinced him, huh? Run into any trouble?
No, it went fairly smoothly.
So, you want me to explain 89?
Yes, at the upcoming trial.
And by that you mean the one for the murdered lawyer?
That's right. Before his death, that lawyer made a phone call to Dr. Shono. Of course, we have no reason to believe that call had anything to do with the killing. Dr. Shono, an 89, involved in a murder? It's quite far-fetched, if you ask me.
A preposterous notion.
Indeed. However, that doesn't change the fact that the call was made. And so we'll need to explain in court just why it can't be related. And don't worry. You won't need to say a word about the call itself. Just explain the situation. 89 is a drug of global importance, and Dr. Shono and his team have put immense effort into its development. Once you've explained, I'm sure it'll clear the air.
Yes, I see. I'm not sure I can portray it accurately, though. I'm not a scientist, after all.
If you would be more comfortable, we could always call Dr. Shono to the stand. But his language may in fact be too complicated. I'm not sure our jurors would understand. If possible, I'd prefer it were you up there, Ichinose-san.
You have a point. It
Schmoozing.
would be foolish to take up Dr. Shono's time with such an insignificant matter. Very well, I'll do it. Contact the Ministry of Health when the trial date is decided.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
Schmoozing, schmoozing, schmoozing.
If you'll excuse me, I have another meeting to get to.
Nice. Nice, Izumida. You did it. You did it good. You're still an asshole, but you did it good.
Nice going. You made it sound like if Ichinose didn't testify, Shono would.
It worked.
Ichinose didn't want to risk Shono getting in there and slipping up. Can't trust anyone to do it but himself.
Good. The boss is on the hook. Now the fight begins.
Good work, Izumida. Turns out you can be pretty devious when you want to be.
Devious? Really?
I'm kidding. Really, I can't thank you enough. We'll have Ichinose out in the open thanks to you. All we have to do now is find a way to corner him.
What about Hamura from the Matsugane family? Can we ask him to testify?
He's still on the run. Guy couldn't even be bothered to come to his patriarch's funeral.
Of course not. How could he after what he did? Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we just grab Kuroiwa and get him to confess to being the mole?
You do remember the beating he gave you last time, right?
I let my guard down, that's all.
Cut it out, you two.
Come on, guys. We've got Ichinose right where we want him. We just need to figure out what to do next. You're not gonna win empty-handed, you know.
Kushina?
It's Mafuyu.
Oh, love you.
What's up?
Ayabe's casino is getting raided by the police.
Lamont? Now?
Yeah, they just started. Morita is setting the wheels in motion. They've already arrested most of the employees.
I get it. It's a character assassination. A crooked cop running an illegal casino. No surprise if he commits a murder, too.
The chief prosecutor is hitting us where it hurts.
Right.
Guess they're not going down without a fight.
Just wanted to give you a heads up. So, how's it looking, Yagami-kun? Do you think you can win?
I'll do the best I can. The good news is, I have a lot of help. Thanks for the call, Mafuyu.
Of course. See ya.
Morita's here in Kamurocho, blowing the lid off Ayabe's casino.
In that case, I'd better get going.
He's not gonna come here.
Well, better safe than sorry.
Seriously.
Huh. If they're raiding the casino, Kuroi was probably there too.
What do you want to do, Doc?
The chief prosecutor's made his move. Probably wouldn't hurt to stop by and say hello. We know all about him now.
You sure this is a good idea? He's not the kind of guy you mess around with.
Don't worry. We just want to check in.
Let's hit it.
Anyone I can talk to here? No. Okay. Alright, to Lamont we go. Save. Alright. Lamont! The casino. The police officer outside. Oh, and there's the front door, dude. So what, I just go up and say hi?
I'm Ayabe's lawyer. Let me through.
Sorry, no lawyers allowed yet.
Well done, but let him pass. I'll vouch for him personally.
Chief Prosecutor?
Thanks.
Interesting.
Were you aware there was an underground casino hidden down here, Yagami-san?
Wow, I had no idea.
Our friend Ayabe was really something, wasn't he? Who would have thought he'd take bribes from an illicit underground casino? Not to mention selling confidential police intel to the criminal underbelly of this town. Shintane-sensei surely stumbled upon Ayabe's secret. And so Ayabe killed him to make sure the truth stayed hidden. Quickly, with a police-issued handgun.
I see. That's the story the prosecution is telling, huh?
Interesting.
We can speak further once we get inside.
Box everything up, eh?
I've learned a lot about you, Chief Prosecutor. About the tragedy in your family 10 years ago.
Then someone has betrayed me?
Someone you betrayed. Someone who trusted you for years. I have to say, it was strange seeing how you behaved in Shono's lab. A public prosecutor, the so-called defenders of justice, chose to protect 89 over the sanctity of the law. I think it's time you drop the act.
My mother, she was afflicted with early onset Alzheimer's. The disease progressed quickly.
Family.
Not long after she started showing symptoms, she couldn't even recognize my face. Whenever I went to visit her, I was greeted with, "Nice to meet you," as if she didn't know who I was. Occasionally, she'd yell at me, accuse me of being a thief or a murderer. Watching my mother's mind deteriorate, well, it nearly broke me. And yet my brother continued caring for her. He was there when I couldn't be, all by himself. When we were young, he and I had both dreamt of becoming lawyers. He devoted himself to his studies, far better than I ever did. Practically worked himself to the bone. Yet, ultimately, he never managed to pass the bar. I can only imagine how he felt when I passed on my first attempt. And yet, he was happy for me, almost as if my success was his. He was truly a good man.
Confidence is wavering. This left a lot of scars.
Please, go on.
When we learned that my mother had Alzheimer's, my brother was devastated by the news. He took it hard. I, on the other hand, was filled with internal conflict. I was torn between caring for my ailing mother and continuing my burgeoning career as a lawyer. But my brother could sense how I felt, and then he said to me, "Don't worry, leave Mom to me. Your success is all that matters. As long as you make it, my dream comes true too."
Yep, well, you're just betraying him right now.
He continued caring for our mother for 7 long years, 24 hours a day. A woman who couldn't even recognize him as her own son. Whereas I ran further and further away. But somewhere, deep down in my heart, I knew it couldn't continue that way. That someday he would break.
And the regret you feel, that failure, is what led you to 89. When was it?
After Shintane-sensei's murder. Not long after, Vice Minister Ichinose summoned me personally to fill me in on the details.
He did? But why?
Ichinose-san predicted that the prosecutor's office would discover the dark truth about 89 before long. And upon looking into some family histories, he discovered what happened to my mother. When he realized the extent of it, he knew I would be sympathetic to their cause. His proposal was quite clear. 89 was a groundbreaking new drug, meant to save countless suffering patients and families. But if it was to see the light of day, I would have to look the other way for a while.
That's how someone with the best intentions gets left straight.
Prosecutor Morita, have you heard this saying before? Fire tempers iron, and temptation steals the just. If someone told you they knew how to make mankind immortal at the sacrifice of a few, you would have looked the other way no matter how many people had to die.
I do feel guilt. I can't deny that. That's the only reason I'm still here.
Shono has killed people to cover this up. Emi Terasawa died for it.
Yep.
What about her? Did she deserve that? Meanwhile, Shinpei Okubo was falsely convicted and sentenced to death. He wakes up every day not knowing if it's his last. What did he do to deserve that?
Yep.
Your guilt is nothing more than an act. Do you even realize what it is you're doing?
That's enough.
How do you think your brother would feel if he saw what you were doing now? Huh?
That's the big question.
Morita!
Shut up! Just shut up!
If you want me to shut up, you're gonna have to kill me. Morita, Okubo-kun and Ayabe are depending on me. Emi Terasawa deserves justice too. And I'm not stopping until I get it.
And then here's this man's.
Hey, Tak. Kuroi was here.
Sup?
I believe that's enough, Morita-san. Long time no see. Seems you're already back in action. Guess I went too easy.
You little...
So, another 2 versus 1 fight? Is Yagami joining us?
What are you doing here?
I suggest you turn a blind eye to this. You're good at that, aren't you?
Fight time, fight time, fight time.
Think you could stay out of this?
Like hell I will.
1v1?
You already had your turn. Kuroiwa killed Matsugane-san. And well, it's about time I pay him back for what he did.
Yeah, what? But Kaito doesn't want any of that?
Touching words, Yagami-san. But now is the time for action.
Sounds good.
And don't worry. I won't arrest you for obstruction on this.
Don't talk to me about arrests.
Seriously.
You're not even a cop. You're a goddamn assassin!
Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching this episode of Yakuza Judgment. Really, really appreciate it. If you could, I really like if you could leave a like, subscribe. It really helps with building up a small channel like this. Beyond that, I hope you have a great day. Take care of yourself. Take care of others. Peace.